Dennis, there's often a lot of talk about change in the legal market, and you would have experienced a lot of change.
Oh yeah.
Can you share with us some of those key changes that you experienced?
In what way? Technology?
Just in terms of the practice of law and your experience either as a lawyer or running a law firm?
Oh look, it's changed a lot. It used to be, nowadays it's very capital intensive. I mean, when I started up, I paid $10 a week rent. I bought a second-hand typewriter for $75 and I paid it off over 6 months. Those sort of things wouldn't happen today. It's today you need the technology, you need the access to all the technology, and it's expensive. And it's more regulated today. It's so how's it changed? I think it's more difficult for smaller firms. I think it's much more difficult for smaller firms. The law's become much more specialised, I think. We used to have to sort of know a bit about everything, and nowadays lawyers tend to sort of be much more specialised in particular areas. So there's many people around, I think, that come in and sort of say, okay, I bought a property, now we talk about the stamp duty, talk about wills, you talk about taxation, then eventually you talk about marriage breakups, estate handling. So you won't find many lawyers that can handle the whole ambit of what anybody wants. And it's over the time, because the legislation's changed, become much more complex, much more of it. People now, I think, tend to be much more specialised in smaller areas. And I think that's changed quite a lot, and I think that's not good. Although in a particular area somebody's probably better, but sometimes it's better to be able to sort of look at a client, handle all their needs, which is very difficult today. Yeah.
And I think there definitely are pros and cons with specialisation. One of the advantages of specialisation is it definitely brings about efficiency, and it also brings about that higher level of knowledge for both the lawyer and the benefit then going into the client in that understanding and delivery of legal service for a particular issue. At the same time, I remember earlier in my career working in top tier firms, just knowing the Corporations Act and nothing else.
Yeah.
And I think it's only since I've been able to diversify my own understanding that I've really got to the position where I feel that I really understand law.
Yeah.
So specialisation can sometimes limit the understanding of the law that a lawyer then misses out on.
Look, certain areas of law, it's very good to have specialisation. Obviously, sort of complex commercial matters, and they need specialisation. For the regular man in the street, I suppose, they don't need specialists. They want a competent lawyer in a whole area, a bit like going to a GP or a specialist. You go to a GP and a doctor, and he'll sort of listen to you and sort of analyse everything, and if necessary, send you off to a specialist. And that's the way lawyers used to work. Today, most lawyers tend to be specialists. And of course, somebody comes in, you go to a large firm, and you might go to 10 different sections in that one firm for their different uses.